35,000 orders have been placed today. 2,700 already in the show. Our runners are completely sold out. And that's what happens when you get Nourison rugs at a today's special value price. We have 2 different patterns for you. We had 4 different sizes for you, and we have 3 different colors for you. So let's work with the Botanical Garden, if I remember correctly. Is that what it's called? No, not Botanical Garden. It is something garden, beautiful garden. It is some romantic garden. There we go. It is very romantic. Here's your 5x7 in the romantic garden in the neutral color. It is $59.99 to get this home for one day. You have 3 different colors to choose from, and you can see them all behind me. So in the 5x7, this is the neutral or natural? Natural. There are 450 total in the natural, and then that one is done like the runners and like some of the other colors in the other sizes. 5x7. Then we have the round, and this one is called blue gray. And don't worry about these light colors, because this you hose down, you wash it off, red wine, ketchup, mustard, coffee, doesn't matter, it comes clean again. So this is the round. It's a little under 8 feet, and this is the blue gray. And then I believe we still have it available in the multi. Here is the multi. If you're like, what is the multi? Look at this array of rainbow colors. In the 7x10, we have blue gray and the multi as well. So if you wanted to get the round and the 7x10 or 8x10, you could do that in either of these colors, but no longer for the neutral. Now hopping over here, this one is called Daisy Bouquet. And this is your multi in the 8x10. In the 8x10, we have all 3 choices, and it's $130 to get it home. But we only have 100 in the natural in the 8x10. Here's the round in the Daisy Bouquet. In the round, we have blue gray only. And then in the 5x7, in the Daisy Bouquet, we have all 3 choices. Natural right here is the most limited. Here's your value at the bottom of the screen. This can happen for one day only. And in fact, the price goes up at the end of the day, yes. We would love to hear from you if you love your Nourison rug. But also, this is it for the entire year when it comes to an indoor-outdoor rug. This has multi-pile to it, so it feels like an indoor rug, and it can be indoors. But at the price of some outdoor rug that's not gonna last the season, this will last and last and last for years and years to come. Your item number is M80789. Linda Davies is joining us. She is our brand representative for Nourison. She's a decor expert. She's also a realtor. And you were saying earlier, and I think this is so great because I was in real estate for a while too, when you are staging a home,
right,
or if it's for you, you're refreshing your home, what's the first thing you do?
Well, the first thing you do is you want to refresh, right? So you take a look at where some tired areas are, and a lot of times it's always the flooring. So it could be a carpet that's been in there wall to wall for 20 years. Take one of these and put over that tired area.
Yeah.
Or maybe you want to now do some vignettes and show what the space in the home, and these rugs totally define the space in the home, and that's what you want them for. But as I love how you said Nourison's been around for over 40 years, family-run business on the East Coast. They equate to quality and excellence. They're the best of the best. And I have to tell you something, that's why this rug has got that wonderful pile to it, right? Because when you think of an outdoor rug, you think of something that's more flat, more like a mat, something like that. But when you touch this and you get this home, you go, oh my gosh, are they kidding me? And we're going to show you how to clean it. But the beauty of this is the pile here is really what it's all about.
It's so soft. It feels good underfoot.
It feels really wonderful underfoot. And this is the romantic garden, which is really, really pretty. I like to describe it as like a cabbage rose, a little bit more vintage looking. You were calling it like an English garden.
Yes.
I think that is a perfect way of putting it. The colors are terrific. And one of the things I didn't get to point out last time is that the blue gray, the basket weave is gray in this.
Gray, yeah.
Right.
Oh, isn't that pretty? And even that is soft.
It is soft because we wanted to make sure no matter what your feet were hitting, it would be nice and soft. And then when you pull this up, you can see that this is a rug. It is not a mat. This is what a rug would look like from behind.
Now, if you're going to have it indoors, you should probably do a non-slip under it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We highly recommend that, unless you're putting it on top of carpet.
Oh, yeah,
because
that
if you're going
would
to put it on
work.
top of carpet, you don't have to worry about all that.
You
with
have that spill that you could never get out. Just put this right on top of it. If you can't afford to do redo the wall-to-wall carpet, but also for
Exactly. Why
outdoors.
not? And
if you have that deck that
Yes.
just has that little bit of like wood rot on one side,
Right.
you cannot afford to do the real
And
the,
it's
the deck
weathering,
over.
and maybe you're saying, I don't want to pressure wash it and have it restain this year. I want to try to get another year at it. Put one of these on it, right? Also, let's talk about the patios or the concrete slabs. Sometimes they get a crack in them. I mean, this is a great way to hide that crack,
That's
right?
right.
I'm
Such
not
a great
recommending
way.
anybody do that when you're trying to sell your house.
No, yeah. But for you, just
Right.
looking outside, and we're spending so much more time
It's going to be like a
outside.
snap to make it look so
Yes.
pretty. So we've had some people call in today. One lady bought it because she wanted, one of our friends said, hey, you know what? I'm going to put this in my laundry room. She bought the multicolor.
smart.
That just also really pops the color there. And then another one said, how about putting it in your garage, the 5x7 when you come in, because it forces you to keep that garage even cleaner.
I love this too on the
I do
inside,
too.
right under your kitchen table.
A pedestal table, we're 4 there. This is great in the family room. You can see how it nestles right into that L shape right there. And then that's a 5x7 also. So you can see there's lots of different ways you can do that. You can use a big rug. This one I love it because we all know you're sitting there and put that red wine down and it kind of doesn't balance right. And it's okay when it's in your house, you still are sick to your stomach when you do that. But when you're in somebody else's, that is the
house.
worst feeling,
Yes.
isn't it?
And it's always red wine, and it's always white carpet.
Good point. It is, and you're the one that just wants to slink out of there. But when it happens now in your house, you're able to say, don't worry about it.
Look at that gray blue
That
round.
gray-
That was my favorite.
That is so, so pretty. A lot of us have all wood flooring, so it's nice to be able to distinguish where you want your hallways to be. Outside by the pool area, you know those pool areas get so hot when you're getting out. You know, that's nice to have something to sit outside on and not be sitting on that hot, whatever you have coping or whatever outside by the pool. This is a beautiful shot right here that you're seeing that is our 8x10, almost 8x10. We have 6 chairs
and that's a big
around.
round table,
That
like
is
6 chairs around.
Yes. And I have one of those. You know what? Should we walk
Yes,
around?
let's
Let's walk. Let's walk.
We're starting to get limited in the 5x7 romantic garden in that natural. That has been the most popular color.
The
There's
natural
400
has
remaining.
gone crazy today.
I know.
I'm so surprised.
Well, you know why? Because we always want that beautiful, elegant look
Right.
of white and creams and grays, but we're scared about the spills.
You know what? I didn't think about that. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
So now you have the opportunity. So this is our almost 8x10. I actually have this in my beach house in the natural. Well, the neutral as I'm going to call it. And I have a farmhouse table, rectangle, with 8 chairs around it. So don't think
Wow.
you have to do a round. You can actually do that with that, and you'll have no trouble whatsoever. Remember, if it's indoors and something spills, you just have to roll it up, take it outside, and hose off.
and hose
And if
it
it's
off.
already outside, boy, that's the beauty of it. So you can take. Now, Terry, do you remember here in front of the door?
runner.
We had the runner.
It's gone.
It is gone. So this is the before.
Yes.
Which is, that runner looks so good in front of it. This is your 5x7, all those pops of colors. And like
that's
you said,
the daisy.
look at that really white color right there.
Yes, and
That-
lots of it,
and
but you
lots of-
don't have to worry.
No, think about pets coming into a foyer and wiping their feet off.
Yep.
People coming in, you don't have to worry about it. And I just want to kind of go like this because I always like to wear my heels on this to show you. With that basket weave, you don't have to worry about your heel getting stuck in that
Yep.
whatsoever.
But
I
if
know a
you
lot
have-
of times they'll go to people's house, Linda, take your shoes off, right? They don't want you to
Yes,
come in and do
yeah.
anything if you've got high heels on. The beauty of this, you can't do anything with this. And when people come in, I want them to go and wipe all their feet off getting to the other end so they don't get it on my wood floors.
Exactly, and they're going, really, on this, it's so pretty. This doesn't
Exactly.
look like a welcome mat. Well, it's not essentially a welcome
Right.
mat. This area right here is my favorite outdoor area.
Me too.
Because the round in the gray blue is my favorite. And it just looks, I feel like you're at just a beautiful resort or
Yes.
a hotel or maybe even a restaurant. You're sitting waiting for your table and you're having your cocktail, and it's just like so beautiful. And you think, how can I create that look in my home? This is a great way to start because it covers so much ground.
It really does. This is a very inspirational room, and I can tell you right now, think about it. It's just our Nourison round rug, 2 chairs like this on an angle, and you don't even you could have an umbrella over top of this. You don't even have to have this whole beautiful scape here.
Just
and
a couple
I love
chairs.
the black and the white that they have right there. I just think the flowers, everything, this is so easy to duplicate because it's so inspirational. I know a lot of you are drawn to this like we are. Really, really, really pretty. But you can do this on your own.
You can, truly, for that easy pay. I have to let you know what's happening with the round and the 5x7. In the round, we have 7x10, fewer than 800 remaining. Now that sounds like a lot, but for that day, 56,000 orders have been placed. So in this show alone, over 3,300. So today is the day to do multiples. A lot of you are picking up more than one, and I think because you might have multiple areas. Maybe you want to bring the inside out, so you're doing the kitchen table that walks out to the patio where you have a seating area, and you want to have maybe a round on one and then the 5x7 on another, and you want them in the same color family.
And also maybe in the same eye shot, you're saying, right?
Yes.
So you can see that kitchen table and looking out the window, then you can pick up what's on your deck or your patio. So I think that's a really great idea. So that there's continuity with the eyes, I would say. I think that's perfect. And you can't beat the round. I mean, where do you normally see a round rug?
Yeah, you don't see them very often. And this one is a little under 8 feet, right? All right. Well, let's take a look at a video that you put together for us.
Oh boy.
You and I are really digging that the runner in front of the front door. So this is for our friend Denise. Denise, so you've got that by the front door. Hopefully nobody's spilling red wine there. And maybe you get something that might have something red that is dropped there. And maybe you might even have a little coffee, right? Your kids are going out the door and you're watching them and all of a sudden you spill your coffee. You don't have to worry about that runner or that rug.
How easy this is to do everything right here. Now you're going to put the ketchup and probably the jelly. And
that must be kind of fun.
I have to tell you something. Everybody says, Linda, what is that like? I said, it is so fun to squirt that all off because it comes off very, very, very easily, as you can see. That red is gone, the wine is gone, the coffee's gone. And I have to tell you, with the pile, I always was a little concerned, would it come out of that pile so easy? It just lifts it right out.
It lifts it right out. It's truly amazing. And so that's what's so beautiful about this. That's why these colors are going so quickly, the lighter colors, because everybody's like, oh, wait a second, I don't have to worry about it.
I mean, when would you say to yourself, I'm going to put a rug like this outside?
Right.
For my kids to be coming in on through the back deck, to animals laying around, to having parties, so on and so forth, people playing in the grass and coming on this. You'd be afraid to do this.
Right.
But you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to be afraid.
Not at all.
And the beautiful thing is, we're going to walk inside now. And when you think about how expensive it is to find area rugs that have that beautiful pile on them that you can't go out and wash outside, I want you to take a look at these prices again, because you'll see that you can bring them inside and really, again, define a space. Maybe it's a little seating area where you have a couple club chairs and you want to be able to really define that area. Maybe it's a workspace, you're doing work from home again and you've never been able to do it.
And that that also might be in the corner of your living room, and so you want to set it apart a little bit. Maybe you've got all other decor there, so I think that's ingenious because so many of us are still working from home.
Look at the 8x10, how big this is.
This is huge.
I don't know who made this mess, but I think it was probably Rick Domeyer or something.
Oh, it probably was.
I see him over there. He must have been right over here. He was eating some chips or crackers or something.
And so we just did this for you because we wanted to show right away you can vacuum this like you could do anything else, a rug that you have inside your house. So it's going right to the pile, right down to the basket weave that you're seeing there. And so you don't have to worry about anything catching on this whatsoever. So when something goes like this and spills, when it's dry goods, you can just vacuum it up.
Right.
What do we do if something spills on this and we're kind of worried about it? We take it outside, we roll it up, and we hose it off. And that's all you have to do. So if you have children, small children, grandchildren, so on and so forth, This is a really nice alternative to not have to worry
Yeah.
about having them in your house.
I know.
Right?
This is what I did because I was like, first of all, it was the price. With me, it's always the price. I'm like, wait a second. I can get an 8x10 rug for $130. Well,
Right.
yes, in this case, but only for one day. And then I put it under a dining table so that my kids